Morning, Senate Democrats are signaling they are ready to block Republican plans to force a vote today to reopen the government until they get firm commitments from their GOP colleagues to deal with the rising health care costs. The shutdown has created a battle over the SNAP program, which helps feed more than 40 million Americans, most of them children. A federal judge yesterday ordered the Trump administration to fully fund the program, but the White House said it's going to appeal that ruling. As lawmakers negotiate, Americans are really struggling.
I was born with a mild form of cerebral palsy, so I've been disabled since birth. So I rely on food stamps and Social Security to survive. I've been struggling. It's been really hard. I've literally been eating spaghetti for 4 days because it's all I have in my apartment.
CNN's Arlette Saenz is on Capitol Hill. Arlette, we're hearing a version of these stories over and over and over again. Long lines at food banks, and now the lines starting to grow at airports. What is the latest? Is there any negotiation that looks like there's any movement toward a solution here?
Well, Sarah, these conversations about ending the government shutdown appear to be deadlocked, all but guaranteeing that this will likely extend into next week and potentially much longer. There had been some glimmers of hopes about negotiations that were happening behind the scenes, but right now, Senate Democrats appear to be united and have signaled that they would block a GOP effort to reopen the government with a vote a little bit later today. Now, there was an emerging deal that could have seen an additional stopgap funding measure, which would have funded the government for an extended period of time, along with a few appropriations bill to fund certain agencies for the full year. And along with that plan would be a commitment to vote on extending those Obamacare subsidies. But Democrats right now want to see further commitments to ensure that those subsidies would actually pass and be signed into law. And right now, both sides still appear to be at odds. Take a listen.
Donald Trump clearly is feeling pressure to bring the shutdown to an end. Well, I have good news for the president. Meet with Democrats, reopen the government, fix the ACA crisis. That's the best way to put this crisis behind us.
These folks need to grow up, open the government, and understand that people like me and other Republicans are prepared to come up with a reasonable outcome for the Obamacare subsidies.
Now, one of the concerns for Senate Democrats is that even if they held a vote on extending the Affordable Care Act subsidies, there's no guarantee that that would pass in the Senate. And then if it did even pass in the Senate, it would still have to go to the House, where House Speaker Mike Johnson has been non-committal about a vote. So that is some of the different issues that Senate Republicans and Democrats are juggling in this moment at a time when many people across the country are feeling the pain of this government shutdown. As you said, those who receive SNAP assistance for food stamps are basically in limbo, waiting to learn what kind of assistance they'll be receiving this month. As we heard from both Jason and Whitney, these issues of cancellations of flights due to a lessening of the flights that will be taking place. That's also something that's really creating a pressure point. So right now, it's still waiting to see how these senators come together to try to end this shutdown, but it does not seem that anything is happening imminently.